As we say, waiting for the stream to start. I think it's confirmed now. As we say, peace and good morning to everybody. It's day 3, giving this a chance again. Gonna keep going. Made some progress on this yesterday. For those of you who don't know, I'm testing, getting prepared for the next phase of what's about to happen with GRYSKLL, HFR, the rap heads community, um, and a few other things I'm working on, building together with some really, really talented and intelligent people with good hearts. To yesterday, what did we do yesterday? Yesterday, I got this vertical working. I'm gonna get a nicer one, hopefully from Yanni, because she does so good at this stuff, making these vertical reels look better. Um, and I also worked on getting it so I could bring Zoom video on here. This way I can have guests. So now I can switch in OBS and go from this scene to this scene where you don't see me, but you'll see the Zoom guest appear on this screen here. So I'm excited about that when I get going with planning for guests and everything. Hopefully it'll still be early morning. I like doing these early in the morning because it's a fresh brain dump, and it's kind of like journaling for me. And if I were to be journaling this morning, I would start by talking about last night. Last night was really dope. I wanted to thank Pendulum Inc. for hosting an amazing session last night with Method Man. Shit, Pete Rock showed up, Sway showed up, Kid Capri showed up. It was a really dope night, man. And Meth, shared some tips on lyricism and just a bit about his story. It was really interesting to hear one thing from him where he acknowledges a period that where I actually stopped being a Method Man fan for a long time. Um, he acknowledges the period where I stopped being a fan. I believe I didn't get to ask the question. Because they already had so many questions lined up, and it wasn't the space for it. I don't think a question like this. He was already being very forthcoming, and I was happy to see him being so forthcoming and honest and just raw with the people. But after to Cal, that album was a letdown for me. I felt really. I expected so much more, and it wasn't because of him. I don't think that the beats weren't speaking to me. Um, and then on top of that, just no other album from him. I didn't check too many others after that. I checked to Cal 2. I didn't enjoy that, so I stopped checking for Meth albums, to be honest. I loved a lot of his features, but to me, for a long time, it seemed like after, into the 36 and a lot of the features on the projects afterwards, and even to Cal, his delivery got very relaxed and it got very predictable for me. And I always said that if I got to produce something with Meth, I would try to bring back the more animated delivery. And maybe animated isn't what he needed. Maybe that wasn't what he needed. But whatever he's got, he's reinvigorated. He's killing verses left and right now. And I'm just happy to see Meth living a good, healthy, happy life. So shout to Method Man for last night. That was beautiful. Shout to Pendulum Inc. Thank you guys for hosting such a beautiful evening, man. It was perfect. What else we got going on? Let's see. Reminder that America in Cursive by GRYSKLL is out. It's a single produced by me featuring Zoe the Instrument Being, King Mizzo, and Q, who also engineered and did a beautiful job arranging it as well. It's yeah, it's timely. It's a timely piece. We got something else coming soon, very, very soon from GRYSKLL, at least from Zone Pitchfork. Hopefully this week. We also have to celebrate King Kohinoor King Mizzo's project released on November 12th. That project is dope. The song, my favorite song from there has been in my head all morning. Kiholo. Check that joint out. Kiholo. You can find him on Bandcamp. Look for the album Kohinoor King. Kohinoor space King. Album is really creative. He stretches into a lot of areas. He's a boom bap kid at his heart. But when you listen to this album, you can see he's testing every bit of dexterity he has in his body. He's writing so many different types of beats, experimenting with so many different types of music, experimenting with so many different cadences. I'm just really impressed by the talent levels this brother has, man, and I'm proud to be in association with him, man. He's his heart's in the right place, and he's looking out for the people, uh, and he deserves support. So go check out Kohinoor King. What else do we have on the plate? We got a meeting today with the secret society that I'm building with right now. Not so secret, but secret. Um, find the Easter eggs. You'll see. We're building something really special, and we're starting our first. We're having our first mandatory Monday meeting today. We're gonna have Monday meetings every Monday moving forward, because we're at that stage of what we're building right now that it's time to lock in for a minute. And I'm excited about that. I'm really excited, and especially with the progress that's been made on the project. That's not a project that you don't know anything about, because I'm not talking about it. What else do we have going on? HFR, my home, my heart. Man, we had a beautiful shoot last week with Space Kitty. Two shoots actually within the course of a few days, and some of the creators we met with that day kind of gave us a little bit more hope for doing something with the house. We also, as I mentioned yesterday, I believe it was, we got somebody that's offered to help us out and help us with the mortgage payment and with the furnace. We're eternally grateful for that, especially for the vote of confidence that shows, especially coming from this person. We're eternally grateful, and we're gonna make sure that investment is well worth every cent, and we're gonna make sure it's returned too. So we're excited about that. Had conversation yesterday with somebody that was extremely motivating. And shit, I don't have to say somebody. This brother lives in the open like I do. Damon Duchamp, man, thank you for the conversation yesterday, bro. It was much needed, and it was just more encouragement. Let me know we got this, man. We just got to keep going, keep supporting, and keep working together, because together is how it works. It doesn't work any other way. Well, I don't want it to work. I don't care about it working any other way. I don't. There's no use doing this if you got to do it alone. Um, I, I'd rather be a drone. I'm kidding, but no, we talked about quite a bit, and even more opportunities out there that I have been kind of in the peripheral, brought it a little bit closer. We're gonna do some beautiful things together. This whole crew. Um, we know we're gonna hold it down for everybody who's got to do other things in the meantime. But there are quite a few of us stepping up and helping to spread and distribute that load and carry the weight. And I'm eternally grateful to every one of you guys who's doing that. And for anybody who's unable at this moment, don't worry about it. We got you. You're still family. You help build this house. You're part of this house. Just, when you're ready, when you've got the space, we welcome your hands too, man. And there are a bunch of hands already in the pot, so we're not gonna name everybody's whose hands are in, and we're not gonna name anybody whose hands are unable to contribute right now, because that doesn't matter. We're all building this together. Sometimes we're just drawn on the energy of spirit from the members who may not be as engaged, but that's okay. We know where your heart is. We know you'll be there when it's time. We have to call on you. Um, Outside of that, what else do we have, man? I'm not doing these organized right now, but I thought about this morning as I was brushing my teeth and washing my face and getting ready. That maybe I'll start taking some notes throughout the day and have some bullet points to hit in the mornings if I continue doing these. But so far it's given me in practice on camera, which I need, and it's helping me make sure that I keep working with OBS to see how I can improve these streams, and I can check the quality of the streams. I get to start to look at analytics, and I can look at how successful these things are, or how successful they are at streaming to the different platforms. Make sure there are no glitches, things like that. So yeah, man. I'm sure there's something else I'd like to talk about, but I want to keep these short and sweet, hopefully under 10 minutes. That way I can also dump the video and drop it over to TikTok eventually. So we're at 8 minutes, 20 seconds. I appreciate everybody that stopped in to pay a minute with us. Have a good week on purpose. Have a good day on purpose. And yeah, man. Love. Take care of yourselves. Peace.